Hey guys, this is Snatch, my first ever Wi-Fi battle. Today I got a match against Poochie Hellhound from the Midnight Moon forums, so it was a good battle, hope you enjoy it. Anyway, I lead off with my Nido Queen, and he leads off with his ab, so I didn't know what I was going to do, so I went for the Stealth Rocks, and it turns out it's going to taunt me, so that pretty much screws over my Nido Queen. So I have to switch out, and I go to Drapion, predicting a dark move, but he goes to the Psycho Cop, which is even better for me. So I knew he was going to switch out unless maybe he had superpower. So I took the chance to get up some Toxic Spikes, which actually saved me this match, which was really good. Anyway, it goes for an Earthquake, and I thought this would do a lot more, but Drapion's got really good defenses, so he takes it really well. Anyway, I get off the sub thinking I was going to outspeed it, so I actually thought this thing was scarfed, and I took the chance behind my sub just to get off the second layer of Toxic Spikes. So now I know I have to switch because I don't want to lose my Drapion because he is my defensive wall. So I decided to switch into Miss Magus just to take the Earthquake because I thought the thing was scarfed, so I expected him to switch. So I switch into my Tauros, and it turns out that he's actually not scarfed, so yeah, I just thought these things were really slow. But I was wrong. But I got off the Intimidate, so that was a good switch anyway. Yeah, so I go into my sideboard, who's my Tauros, and he predicts the Earthquake, which is good prediction on his part, and he goes into this Drifloon, or Drifblim. So he gets off a free sub, because I have to switch out, and then he gets off a Carmine, and I go for the Stealth Rocks, and I probably could have gone for a Taunt there, but it didn't really matter that much, because he just goes to the Shadow Ball anyway. So I taunt him now, and Potato actually takes that surprisingly well. I thought it was going to nearly kill it, come down to red HP, or her down to red HP, but Potato does well. So I go back in sideboard just to take the Shadow Ball because it doesn't affect him. I go for a Zen Headbutt thinking it will hit and break the sub, but it misses, which really sucks, and so he's able to kill me with the Hidden Power Fighting. So I know now I have to kill with the sub, otherwise he's going to be able to sweep my team. So I go into Onion, and I know I can take a Shadow Ball because Onion has great special defense. And so he gets me down to red HP, and I go for the Shadow Ball, which is able to break his sub, and so he keeps subbing up after that taunt wears off, which is probably the worst place it could have. But yeah, he keeps subbing up, so now I know he has some sort of berry, and I was thinking it was a Salic berry, but then I sort of thought it was probably a Potato berry because Unburden will get up his speed anyway. And so yeah, it turns out that it is a Potato berry, and now he has pretty much +2 special attack and double speed, I think it is, which is going to be really bad for my team if I can't kill this thing quickly. Anyway, he's able to kill off Onion, and so I send in Venusaur just to take him out because I know I can take a Shadow Ball because pretty much everyone on my team except for Tauros has defensive EVs in them. This is my Life Orb Venusaur called Algebra, and he gets a Sludge Bomb, and I don't know if that crit mattered. He had gotten off a Carmine, so I think that did help, but it was good to get rid of that Drifblim. Anyway, now he goes into Duracell, and this is a pretty good Registeel. I must give him that because this isn't your usual Registeel. It's actually a Charge Beam Registeel. But I know I'm faster than it, so I go for a Synthesis, and he goes for a Flash Cannon. And I was really confused here. I didn't know what sort of Registeel this is going to be. So I go for a Hidden Power Ground. I don't think he was expecting that. And that gets him about 3rd HP, takes a decent chunk out of him. And he goes for a Charge Beam and misses. And then I knew the switch was probably coming, and I was hoping it was going to go back into Hulk Smash, thinking that maybe that was Hidden Power Fire, but he goes into this Gardevoir, and this Gardevoir, I thought it was going to go for the Psychic, so I switched back into Drapion, but it's actually a support Gardevoir, so it goes for a Thunder Wave and paralyzes Drapion, which isn't good, but I know Drapion can still take this thing out, so I knew he was going to switch here, so I go for a Whirlwind. And this happens a lot to me. I get the Power Hacks on the Whirlwind. This is about the 3rd time it happened, and it's happened about twice since then. So yeah, paralysis doesn't do too much to Dew. Doesn't help him at all. So I go for the whirlwind, and that would have helped because this Relicanth is beastly. So I was expecting the earthquake, so I go into potato as a death fodder, but it turns out he's going to rock polish. Anyway, I go for a charm, but I came into potato as a death fodder, so I knew he was probably going to die. She was probably going to die, but screw it, my Okan there. She actually survives a waterfall, which is pretty amazing. But he gets the flinch axe, so I can't get off my charm, which would have helped a lot. Definitely. So he's able to kill me off now with head smash, and now I know I have to kill this thing off. And this is where toxic spikes really help me win this game. So I go for a leech seed, thinking he was going to switch, predicting the energy ball, but he doesn't switch, which sucks. But that doesn't matter because I'm wearing him down with leech seed and toxic, so I know he's going to die next turn. Probably to poison because of the leftovers stop from dying to leech seed. So I go into Drapion just to take the head smash, and he takes it really well, and I can get some HP back, and he's going to die to poison, which is kill number 1 to toxic spikes. Yeah, so this is a toxic spike sweep match. Anyway, he goes into this Absol, and yeah, I saw this Absol at the start of the match, and I knew he was going to predict the taunt because so far he's only seen setting up moves. But I have Crunch on Dew, so I go for a Crunch knowing that Absol is going to get destroyed by it because of its measly defenses. And then he goes for a Super Power, which I didn't think he had because he didn't switch out, because he switched out at the start. So, but yeah, so I thought I could 2-hit KO him, but I think that would be minimum damage, and the Toxic Spikes gets kill number 2. And now who's he gone? He goes into Duracell, that's right. This Registeel, and this is where the Power Hacks and the Waterfall flinch pretty much come back and haunt him, because he gets off the first charge beam, raises his special attack, and I know this thing's, if he gets off like 2 or 3 more, it's probably going to destroy my team because this thing's so bulky. But he misses with the charge beam, so I got a free leech seed, and then I go for substitute. And yeah, he misses again with charge beam, so that could have meant the game. He probably would have been able to sweep the rest of my team, although I could have killed him with hidden power ground. But yeah, his Gardevoir would have destroyed me. Destroyed Venusaur. Anyway, I thought that Surf would kill him, but it didn't. But the Leech Seed's able to kill him, and that charge beam didn't break my sub, which is really good. And he goes into Gardevoir, and I knew I had to go into Drapion just to take the Thunder Wave or Psychic after he broke the sub, because I knew it would probably have Psychic. So he breaks the sub, and I take the chance just to get off a Leech Seed. And then I knew he's either going to go for Thunder Wave or a Psychic, because those are the 2 moves I've seen so far. So I go into Drapion because I knew he could take both, and he goes to the Thunder Wave, so that was good prediction on my part. And I'm able to kill this thing off with Toxic Spikes. So that's pretty much kill number 3 to Toxic Spikes. And yeah, he goes to the Focus Blast, and that takes out Drapion. But yeah, Drapion did well this match, especially with the Toxic Spikes up. They pretty much wreaked havoc through his team. But Drapion, yeah, he's pretty awesome. So I was hoping this last guy would be weak to something that I could take out with Venusaur, or something that's weak to grass that could be taken out by Ludicolo as well. But ends up being a Slowbro, and I got a crit, which pretty much just shortened the game. So good game, Poochie Hellhound. I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel in the description. Good game, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. See ya.